I'm back.
Okay. I'm just looking at SPY right now to see kind of where we're at.
You know, I had to grab a cup of coffee.
So this could be a good resistance here too, because this is
Wait, let me see where SPY is now.
456.92. All right, so we are a little above close. Let's take a look at the weekly. 40, a little bit above the close. But here 460 is our resistance on the we're just going.
I was
This is the resistance that right up here.
those SPY.
Which is 459.9, about 460.
Okay, so SPY. Wow, it's at 457. Okay.
Yeah, they're gone. Let's see. Let's look at Walmart. So Walmart here.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah.
So I was glad I came out and then I got back in at the end of the day.
Yeah, when Friday?
When it fell.
On a put? You got in on a put or a call?
A call.
Oh, here. You got in on Friday when it was at the high?
Yeah, remember I told you I was cashing out when it went up to 160, whatever. And then I was watching for the deep, and then I came back in when it at that support there.
Right here.
Yes.
Oh, and then it fell below.
Well, no, it did. Well, yeah,
Before it went up.
It went a little, yeah.
Yeah.
It went a little bit, but it didn't do anything to my contract.
Nice.
So
Yeah, we're kind of a little stagnant here too right now, but we still have volume with them. Because you can even look at the 4 hour here. Yeah. I mean the 1 hour, it's low, it's a little higher. They're trying to stay above 50. We're staying above this low. I mean, pre-market, we're still above this 159-ish area. Good morning, Londell.
Hey, Londell.
And then right here you got
good morning.
good morning. You got this bullish flag here that was created, and this is on the 4 hour right here with this pull. So holding above this 159 is still good. Remember, guys, when we said we want them to close on the weekly,
right?
It's above this. It was because I was looking at the last support, which was like around. This is where we opened up at. So for me, I wanted to close above this area right here. It didn't matter where it closed at, as long as it closed above this, which was like 158.5 or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I done.
So that's what I was looking at, because this was a break here. This was a break above. And so an official break is when a stock opens the next week higher and can go above and stay above.
Right.
If it can't stay above and it closes below, then it's like a fake out. It's not a real break. But as long as it can hold these levels, then that's how you know you're still on a good path. And that's what you want to look at every day and every week and every month. You want to look at the closing and make sure that it's continuing to go up, up, up. Because if it's breaking levels, I mean, if it's fallen below levels that it recently broke out of, then that's a red flag that you want to probably get out.
Yeah.
And that helps you minimize your loss too, because if you got in, say down here, but you're breaking below here, you could just be like, you know what?
Take your little profit.
Yeah, I'm gonna gracefully bow out because I don't like how it broke below, right?
Yeah.
But as long as it's staying above these levels that it broke out of, you're at least still on the right path. And that's what helps you too as a swing trader, because it's not so volatile and you can just look at the day-to-day movements. And as long as it's continuing to keep going up in the direction that you want it, then you know you're still good because you have so much wiggle room. All right, so that's where we're at right now. And that was so the closing, so we hit a high of 160.94, but we closed at 159.9. And right now
it's a little below 159.44.
We're about right here.
Yeah,
maybe we're down here. I can't see where we're at.
159.44. And
we're at 159.44.
Yeah.
How can you see that? 44 is down here. Oh,
well,
oh, you got your
I'm looking at Wade in Robinhood.
Okay. So we're below this. So we're right here. We're below this area. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. All right. And then
I think it's just a little temporary pullback. So
yeah, I mean, we're still, it's okay because we're still above our levels. Yeah, we have a lot of wiggle room with SPY though, like they're coming up. The resistance we still have 460, so I didn't take that off. We did hit a high of 459, and to me, we're I don't know. I do see a little bit of bullish momentum here on the hourly. We got some money flow coming in. On the daily, we're really overbought. We're really overbought. And we're still kind of like consolidating here in these levels. I mean, we kind of did. I mean, I guess you would consider this like a break above, because we broke above this 454 here. And we got this little candle showing that there's still buyers in the area, because sellers try to push us down. Buyers said nope, and that's what it looks like on Friday. Thursday we had the sellers come in. Friday buyers, so it's like buyers are still trying to hold it up. Yeah, they're really trying to hold it up, and we closed at 456.92. We're a little is that 457.63 where we're at right now? Yeah, it's 457. Let me see where it is now. 65. So it shoots spies on a trend. Yeah, so we're up. So it looks like up here in that we're coming up. So yeah, so our next resistance is up here. I mean, we hit a high of 459. I mean, if we pass this high, we're coming back on this resistance here. Yeah. Right, it's gonna take off. 30 minutes.
That 460 was a strong resistance.
Yeah, it was. It is.
Yeah, even on the higher, that's the one we got here. We calculated on the higher time frames too. The 460. See, because this here, let's look at it. Let's open it bigger. So this is the 460 here that we're talking about. See, rejection. We held it as support here, and we had some resistance here and here. Rejection. And this was all like right before the fall. So we're coming back on these areas where we were pretty high. So yeah, it's going to be a tough resistance. I mean, I think there'll be some rejections before, even if it passes 460, it'll be a tug of war, kind of like the 454 area, how we had some tug of war over here. Because I had the 454 area was about right there. So I had it at kind of like closer to like where the closing candles are. But you can see here, these were where they tip the actual, the wicks tip these areas. Right here, right here, right here. I mean, you had a closing here, and then you had a resistance here, and kind of tipped here. But we're coming back up on another strong level. So it'll probably be a tug of war before they break, if they do break above the 460. Yeah. But the point is they want to break it. You could see that. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Really bulls are telling you SPY, like you don't never know. Like you motherfuckers.
And there's no serious economic data, now between now and the next few weeks. So
oh, really? Nice.
I mean, in terms of Fed rate.
Yeah. And I'm still seeing a little bit of bullish momentum with them. Look at them, they're above the
they're in Apple. So I had taken a small position in Apple too.
Look at Apple. We were talking about Neo, Londell. Did you miss it? Did you see Neo? Neo is freaking gone.
Yeah, Londell likes.
No, I missed the Neo. Yeah, I haven't done a Chinese stock in so many in like almost a year.
Neo, know, right? I used to trade Neo too. I think a lot of us stopped messing with Neo.
A lot of us did Neo. We did Neo, Baba, X.
Yeah, because of the Chinese thing.
Yep, I did Neo. I traded Neo and Baba a lot too. Baba is good for swings too.
Oh yeah, I
Neo
love
is good on
Baba.
day trades, like because they have a really good spread too.
Yeah.
But you know, they don't have to move a lot in order for you to
No, exactly. I
to
actually put it back on my list because I mean,
well, yeah, I'm gonna show you Neo's gonna I think Neo might pull back though soon. See how they just been going?
oh wow.
Above this
Yeah.
level, yeah, they've been going. They pushed above the 200 MA, and it's crazy because
wow.
I just been watching them too, and I keep forgetting to look at the charts when we're like live. But yeah, I've been watching them, but I think they're gonna pull back. They're about up here right now. See,
There was a lot of money to be made.
15.8.
But you know why I kicked myself is when Baba was 90 just the other day, I was gonna take a call because I know how fast it moves. And I didn't, and the very next day was at 97. I was so mad with myself because that's how they move.
But look at the
It's like
last.
when they pushed it past this 200 MA, they just freaking went crazy.
Yeah.
Baba.
I like that Neo chart.
Because you see, it was coming down and down and down.
Yeah, Neo is going hard right now. Like even here when they pushed above this level here, like this was their doji. If we would have been paying attention to them, we probably would have caught them. This was their doji right here. And then that's when they came above. Then this month they're about to close above this 200. Yeah, because they're closing it. We're closing today. Because they're up at 15.8 right now. I think it was 15.8 they were at. Let me see.
Unbelievable that Neo is at $15, man.
Yeah. So 15.8. So they're coming here, but they're on this resistance wall. But they're right, like a little bit above it right now. But I was looking at their but they're like really, really overbought. See,
I'm still afraid to trade Neo though.
Are you? But their weekly is fire. Their weekly is fire. They can break again above this wall here. This is your next level here for resistance, about 23. I remember when we were trying to get past this freaking level here. You see this when I don't know, any of you guys was here when they went crazy, when they went ham, and then they created this flag. This is when when it broke below this level and just kept going down. And everybody was like, man, fuck Neo. Because Neo broke trend.
You know, that's what,
over here.
Trust me to get in on the crash.
Yeah. And this is the area, this is actually the area I was telling you about, Ruthann, this $40 a share area. Like you cannot freaking pass this area. And I remember like trading over here in this area, and it's like they just couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold it. But yeah.
Yeah. Check when you get a chance. Oh wow.
I know they're gone, but look, they're so freaking overbought right now. They're so overbought, but they're going. God.
Yeah.
No, so to top again, when you showed the first image of Neo, you can see where it tried to hit that high 3 times. Like this will be the 3rd time.
What high was that? What was the resistance?
Right there, if you go all the way back, like where it's coming up on now, we've been there before, and then you see where it got knocked down. Like go to the left. Oh no, don't change the view.
What's the resistance? What's that resistance?
Oh, what was I on the daily? Oh yeah, here.
The daily, right. So go all the way back to the left. You see that big red candle all the way to the left?
Right here.
And you see the next one? Like
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how it was trying to break this wall. Yeah.
Yeah. What are those levels?
Right here. And then it finally broke it. Because
what is that number, Desiree?
It closed above it on Friday. I'd say about 13.9.
13.9.
13.9. Okay.
It's at 1571 now. So
yeah, that's probably where it'll come back and test. You can put this as your support.
Yeah.
Now. Exactly. Yep. You got it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you know how it does, like after market opens, it starts coming back to test that area.
Yeah.
Back here. Yep, down here. Let's look at it from the 1 hour view though. Yeah. And let's put our little midline, just depending on how strong it is here. Yeah, not a lot of white noise. Right here. Yep. So Yeah, they're probably going to pull back, but even if they come back, and it's kind of needed because when they come back and test this level here, they'll be able to create patterns before we can keep going. I mean, this would be a good area for entry, guys.
What was that number? Was that area?
About 13.
That's the 13.9.
Yeah. So it's a better area for entry because right now they're just the ball, you know, and you don't want to chase them because they just been going and going and going. It's crazy because like I just been watching them, guys. Don't ask me why.
I would not chase them.
Yeah. Yeah, don't chase them. Wait for them to come back down.
Not from experience.
Yeah. What stock did you want to look at, Linda?
FSLR.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Remember I called that. Remember I was in a put on Friday morning.
No way. I was like, remember
I was like, and it shot. So I was in a put and it gapped up Friday morning from 200 to 220 something. And I was like, oh, I hope it comes down so I can get out of my put. And it came back down to 195.
Yeah.
Yeah. 199. Yeah. And it
hold
was,
on. When did you get in? What price did you get? You got in here?
I got in at 200, right? I played earnings. I got in at I got in at 198, right? And I played earnings hoping that it would go to like, I got in at 200. Sorry. I got 200. I did a put at 200, hoping that it would go down on earnings, right?
Yeah.
And then when I woke up Friday morning,
221.
Pre-market had it to 221. I was like, gee, I got trapped.
I remember that because we were together.
But as soon as the market opened, it dropped to 198, 199, and 188.
Did you ever get out?
I got out when it dropped back down to like 205. I wasn't looking. And I was like, why am I back in? So I got out. I was like, let me just get out. I was so happy. And then it kept dropping. It dropped all the way down to like 195.
Yes, you got out too early. You should have waited. That a lot of people were playing that. Practically the whole Discord was playing that.
If you I wasn't watching the Discords, right? But if you got trapped in the wrong way and that thing comes back down, the only thing you're thinking about is getting back up.
Yeah, I guess, but man, that was so volatile.
No, that's a big.
And then it came back down to 195, and look, now it's back up at 208.
Yeah, it's back up at 208 now. I should have played it, but I was scared of it. The way it was, it was so volatile. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, it was very volatile. Gosh. But it took the top of the resistance area, and then that's when it freaking rejected and came back. Big ass candle, man. But look, what's the ATR? I think it has a high ATR,
It has not changed recently with all that volatility. Whatever it was, it changed.
This was it right here. Yep, they hit that wick right before that. They're still in this flag though, but I see some momentum on the daily, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do. I see momentum on the daily with them. I don't know when they're going to break. When it's going to happen, but they appear like they want to. Look how much they're just on the ceiling here. Like they're on the ceiling. I don't know, at some point.
I think they're going to move. I think they're going to move with SunPower. I think SunPower is SEDG, and their earnings are coming up. Their earnings are coming up on August 4th, I think, somewhere around there.
Oh, this week. That's this week.
Yeah, and everyone expects them to really beat earnings. So if they move, then I think First Soul is going to move in sympathy with the overall, solar stock.
Sympathy.
But yeah, they're still in the flag here. Yep, they touched the top, came back down, but they're about to open around here, which they closed here, and opening here is actually a good sign that they want to keep going up. And I was looking at their daily here too, and you see how they're pointing up with some momentum. So they're about right here pre-market. So even though the sellers push it all the way back down, buyers they close with this wick here. So they're still up on top of this area here. So yeah, just watch out for them. But stocks, they can consolidate. You never know when the break is.
Yes,
they can consolidate between it can keep going on and on and on and on.
Exactly.
Until they're ready to break. But when they're ready to break, they're gonna break. All right. So we
Londell, do you buy stocks?
No, I haven't bought. I haven't. That is on my list to hold some stocks when they get up at a certain level.
Yeah, like SQQQ. Don't you think that's a great time for buying, Desiree?
What SQQQ? What, like the body actual stock?
Yeah, it's at $16 now. I mean,
yeah, they're at support. They're at support, but they're just anything.
no, I'm just thinking of for the long term, because
for long term,
when SPY starts
long
going
term,
down in about the next 10, 12 months, SQQ will be running up. So.
Yeah, or you could just buy a year out contract.
No, but the stocks you will have forever. like the contract even runs out, but I mean, and that's expensive too.
Yeah,
but if you dollar
investment.
average in now, that's
But even like, I think for me, Apple is a good stock for long-term investment.
Because yeah,
technology
yeah, even Apple Londell falls. Like for me, it's like the way I look at stocks now is when they reach their peak, sell, and then during the market correction, rebuy.
Yeah, you get back in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I look at SQQ is at 16 right now, but we know that it has a potential of going to 70 when SPY starts falling. So that's a big difference.
Let me look here because we got big numbers. Hold on, let me see. We talking big numbers now. You said 70.
Yeah, because that's what it was at the last 69 some. So
talking about like up here.
Yeah. And that wasn't too long ago, wasn't it?
There. When SPY, I mean, we are over. I mean, I can see what you're saying because we're oversold here.
Right. Because eventually it could be in the next 10 to 12 months, but eventually, SPY is going to tip that 417 or 384 again.
Yeah, I keep having to readjust these levels. It's crazy how much. But yeah, at some point, like right now, we're so oversold. I mean, this is what 10.23. I mean, at some point this would be your next resistance level, like on the higher time frames over here. But yeah, if they break above here, but yeah, SPY would have to be falling.
Yeah. So that's so my thing is like, I mean, you don't worry about it. You just leave it there until. But there's one thing shocked me though. SQQ used to be 1,100. I'm wondering why it had that big drop.
I'm wondering if it almost like it was there a split?
Oh, you think that's what it was? I didn't know
over here in this area. Yeah.
May have been a stock. I don't know, stock split. I don't know, but I don't know if they do stock splits on
exactly for those
ETFs.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even.
I need to go research it back and find out what happened.
I wasn't even using SQQQ back then. I actually just started using SQQQ like maybe 2 years ago. I used to use TLT. Like when I used to do my market observation with SPY, I used to do TLT, but TLT could run with SPY sometimes. And you would never know. It's really hard to analyze these bonds because a lot of these bonds, they run off of catalysts too. So like trying to get them aligned with SPY, they weren't always aligned with SPY.
But SQQ is famous.
Yeah, because they're exact opposite of QQQ. So it's more a bit more accurate because QQQ runs with SPY because it's an equity. Well, let's look at QQQ. Oh, we have our test here about this level. I think at some point it is going to come test this level back because we've seen that pin bar where there was some sellers that came in and pushed it all the way back here, but then they were able to bring it back up. Let's look here. But this is how we close, guys. We're still close. We're still bullish. I mean, we're overbought now. Yep, and we coming up on 384. Yeah, we're bullish. Pretty much.
What I haven't looked at.
I figure if SPY is bullish, it would be bullish.
Oh yeah, this was the pin bar we've seen come back. So that's why I said at some point I think it is going to come back and test this 355. Yep. Even here, like I have bullish momentum with equities right now.
Do you have bullish momentum with like DIA, the Dow, and IWM, Russell Index, those two? I haven't looked at those for a while.
Yeah, let me pull up on my. Well, give them to me. It's IWM. What is
DIA is the DIA is the Dow, and IWM is Russell.
Yeah, I have them on my watch list. It's good. Let's look at them. Well, they did create this on Friday. Let me see what that looks like on the weekly.
And they normally have good volume too.
Where are they at? Can you see it in Robinhood where they are exactly?
Who?
55. You.
What are we talking about?
DIA.
DIA? DIA? Okay.
I don't know. They got momentum too. They got bullish patterns.
Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing bullish momentum.
Is that an ETF, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ETF.
It's at 354.97.
354.97.
Mm-hmm.
And they close at 354.48. 354.97 is a little bit above this level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're overbought on the daily, but I see the lower time frames still have momentum, and we still got a lot of momentum on the weekly.
Does that move together with SPY?
I mean, it's down.
No, it doesn't. It's a Dow Industrial, so it's the cumulative of all the Dow stocks.
Oh, okay.
Industrial stocks.
But equities kind of do move together a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you see, DIA falling, QQQ, sometimes SPY could go and DIA could be going opposite, especially if if there's a stock pulling them down, because remember Netflix is under them too, but most of the time they're kind of, they are kind of aligned. It's IWM. I got them all on my watch list. It's like IWM, DS.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to trade IWM. Oh my God. I haven't. When it had that big fall, I left it alone.
So for them, our next, we got here, our next level of, where are they at? They just passed this level here. These would have 3 levels here. So this is 359.82, which would be trying to see if I can see it with more white noise. There it is, 4 hour. Yeah, they got momentum. Gosh, these freaking equities are just gonna keep going till that when the selling comes, though, I feel like it's gonna really come. I mean, this is for the higher time frames, but let's take a look at like more recent stuff that could happen. But yeah, I'm seeing bullish momentum with them right now. Like just where they are in price action indicators, I'm showing like bullish momentum. So right there, maybe about right here. Here. So we're heading here. So this is the next resistance wall. See, rejection, rejection, rejection. But if we bust through this wall, then we just got to create the next resistance level. But to be honest, like look at them. See, I look at these when I look at price action, I see it's above 200 MA. And now I'm looking at the indicators, and the indicators are also showing bullish momentum. See, low, higher, above 50, pointing up like they want to stay. They want to maintain it. And the weekly, even though the daily is overbought, look at this weekly, it's pointing up here. So they still got there's still a lot of momentum in equities right now, guys. Like I'm looking at SPY, I'm looking at DIA. We passed that 454 level. We're coming back up. We're coming in on that 460. So that 460 with SPY is a resistance. It is a resistance level, but we we never showed any signs of reversal. Remember, I told you guys on the higher time frames, that's why I never really mess with them, even at 454, because we weren't showing any signs of reversal. A reversal, you're going to see like a doji, like you see this here. This is a reversal. You see how it closed and it kind of created this. It touched the resistance wall, and then sellers came in and they pushed it down, right? And then the next week it opened up here and it just kept going, right? Then it kept going and going. So this here, you can see the pullback, but with the bulls, there's no signs yet. So even though you're hitting these resistance levels, you're not getting any signs of change of direction. So until we get a sign of change, that we're changing directions, which you'll see some type of doji form in here, even on a monthly, like you'll be opening up lower, like you'll see some type of indication that there's a turn of direction. But right now we don't have that sign, and right now bulls are just going. So we just have to go through each level. Okay, so now we're at 460. Are we going to burst through 460, or are we going to get signs of changing direction? So yeah. Wow. I was hoping we were going to change direction over here, but I don't know. They appear to be going. It's slow moving, like going forward, but we don't have like confirmation that we're changing. This here, a lot of us thought, oh shit, pullback's coming, right? When we seen this big ass selling candle at resistance, but it's like the buyers are still trying to hold it up. So I don't know. We'll get that IWM. Yeah, see how it kind of, all the equities kind of align together. You see they had that big selling candle here too. So let's take a look at them.
Oh, by the way, Londell, you were right. SQQ has had several reverse stock splits, because in 2010 it used to be valued at 500,000.
Oh wow, okay, got it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this was a bearish flag, so they just broke out of this bearish flag here. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, they got a lot of momentum, and they just pushed above the 200 MA. But this is a tough resistance right here, though.
Let me see where they are now. IWM. That was so heavy on my watch list, and I just
IWM,
all of them, yeah. Because the thing with them is like when you're making money, but when you start to
yeah. And what happened, I like with them is that they have a lot of volume, so it moves with the volume.
Yes, they're like SPY. They were like my SPY too.
Yeah, if they break above this wall though, here, if we break above this wall and close above it, and we're coming up to the next one, which is about 209. It's about 209. Oh, wow. And I can see it with them because look at this. They just broke out of this flag here. This was a bearish flag. See this pole down here coming up? I mean, this is, as you see, guys, though, this is a pretty tough resistance, though.
Yes.
So if they break,
would you say they move with SPY, Desiree?
Huh?
Would you say they move in the same direction as SPY?
Yeah, they kind of do a little bit, but the price, I mean, the way they move is the way the stocks move a little differently. So they do kind of like when SPY's bullish, but their price levels would be different. Like you see how they just broke out of a bearish flag.
Right.
SPY actually started heading first because they only been going for 2 months. Let me see. I mean, their patterns are different. SPY's been going for 2 months. They did this big run up the last 2 months, but prior to that, they were moving, but they were stagnant kind of. You see, we did have 1, 2, 3 months, but it wasn't a lot of movement within these last 3 months before we just had these
I need to put them back on my list because I like them because they were kind of cheaper than SPY, but at the same time when I was trading them, even if I was making money, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was not really chart reading it.
And look at this is actually kind of technically a bearish flag on SPY too. They just broke out of All right, so here, this is the next resistance wall. That's all I know right now. This is the next resistance wall. If we can break above this level, which I do see some momentum with them, it's crazy. I see momentum coming in. But we got to get above this here on the monthly. If we get above here on the monthly, or we get above this level, yeah, I could see us taking it to 208.9. Let's go to the daily, but you can see they're resisting this wall. See, this is the wall they're fighting through, and we're overbought. So we got to push against this wall. Last time they hit here, rejected. Last time they hit over here, rejected. So one rejection, two rejection, and then we're back above this wall again. So, but weekly does look really good. It looks good, but you know, we could just reject it and come back down.
Wow.
That's your wall right there. That's your rectangle. You see?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So this would be a breakout if it pushes above, but
oh wow, yes.
If not, it's going to reject.
I wonder what's their ATR.
And this would be your first level of support. And then down here at the bottom. So again, remember guys, we're at resistance. We've been saying this. We're at resistance on these equities, but they just have so much momentum. And just, you know what I mean? And they're at resistance. So are they going to reject these levels? Or are we going to push past them? Because 460 is also a very significant level on SPY. It's a very significant level on SPY. So are we going to push past 460? Do I want to take a risk and buy calls right now? No. Not, you know what I mean? Not for long term. No. Because they're too high. Like at the end of the day, that's like you buying calls right here. Yeah, we have breakouts and it'll be nice if it bursts through, but you know, I mean, we could do it on Walmart, but Walmart is showing. Say that again.
I said, so we're reduced to just scalping in between the levels.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it depends. I mean, if you like trading breakouts, but remember, breakouts, you kind of, it always does, even with the FSLR. Like, you know how many times they touch that top and I'm like, oh shit, they're about to break out. Cause like, even like on the weekly, they got a bullish flag. They keep hitting the top of the ceiling, but what are they doing? They're rejecting. You know what I mean? So you got to take account that even once it gets to the resistance level, that it's going to most likely reject, because that's generally what happens until you get a breakout. But stocks break out all the time. It's just, it's catching the breakout, you know? And that's what we're doing with Walmart right now. You know, we're catching the breakout, but you know, we had a lot of confirmation and it could still reject, but we had a lot of confirmation with Walmart because we're opening up on the weekly, you know, above these levels, and the monthly, we're opening up above the levels that it was rejecting in the past. So that's the only reason why there's a little bit more confirmation, but here you're still at the resistance level. This is the weekly. I mean, if you open up, say this week, we close, and we open up next week above this level, and then we can hold it. Yeah, that's a possible confirmation that it's going to take it to the next resistance. But right now you don't really have confirmation. You're just at resistance. See, resistance, that's it. But shoot, the last time we got up to this wall, look at this big ass candle. This almost looked like it was going to go through, right? But then it freaking came back down. So yeah.
So interesting.
And that's kind of where we're at right now. Like we're at the highs. We're at the highs, like on the monthly charts, we're just high. So, and these were the breakouts. This was the breakout down here. So even here, it was like around, was it around here? It was like 417, guys. Yeah, I remember that. Like 415, and then the low was like 375. So what's the calculation between 375 and 417? Does anybody know? A lot of calculators. Let me see. Let's do
42.
418 minus 375. That's $43. So let's do so 417 to 459. So 459 minus 417, that's $42. Literally $42. I'm like, so you're kind of like that where it just broke out from here to here. That's kind of where we're at with SPY right now. This would be this would be how you calculate your target for new highs. But we're not at new highs. It's easy. I never did the calculation because we're using the previous history to get our support and resistance, right? But if this all wasn't here and we were at new highs, the way we calculate it is we would take the previous rectangle right here, and we would see what the gap is, and
measure
then
it.
that would generally be the next gap above.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wow.
So it looks like, yeah, it kind of.
So that's how you would calculate new highs, and that's what I did with around this time, because when I took this position, all of this wasn't here. None of this is here because I took this flag here. So what I had to do was take this rectangle box,
The length,
the flag, yep, and calculate it and double it, and that's how we got the target. But you can see that it went way above.
So it was a breakout.
Yeah,
it was a
breakout. So it went above. I mean, you had more because you had to take this calculation with this box and then do a second calculation, and it did go higher, a little bit higher.
Yeah, it's like two times.
Right, but the thing is, you don't want to like automatically assume that that's going to happen on all stocks.
Yeah,
I don't want to take the previous
play it safe.
Yeah, but it could break above, but you see how it did break above, but look how far it fell after.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, that's just kind of like, that's principle, and that's kind of where we are with SPY. And yeah, we do break above those target prices, but you still got to be aware around these target prices too.
Oh yeah, because that's gravy. It could easily have gone north. So
Guys, I see a great opportunity. Let me share my screen.
Londell, I noticed you've been doing a lot of
happy that you
sharing,
do that, because like seeing different charts and like seeing now, like you're actually an analyst, you're an official analyst now, so seeing different,
Des, I was just
like,
saying he's getting good practice now.
I don't know about being an analyst, but I definitely see a setup.
Well, you are, you're analyzing.
No, you're training, Londell. That's what you're doing.
So far. Oh my goodness, so far. Okay, so you know it's one of my stocks, right? This was I will start with the daily. I mean, you know, we start with the weekly, but just to get to the point. This is the daily, right? And remember when we did this?
The Fibonacci, I've been doing it ever since.
Right, on the high of 1023, right? And then we had drawn at one point in time we had drawn kind of two trend, a downward trend. And kind of broke with this downward trend, came down to test the bottom here at 7.69, right? And then it had formed another trend here, broke out here, right? And now we are, so we had a high here of 1023, right? On when this was Friday, kind of closed at 9.5. 9.5, right? Here's where we are on the hourly.
Hit that high. Oh, yeah.
Overnight, so we closed here. Overnight, it went up to 1044, but now it's coming down. And now we're somewhere around 1015, right?
You're at it. You see where you're at, though. You're at a supply zone.
We are a supply zone, right? So I am planning on putting a put right here today.
Let me see what the
So Londell, when you do puts and with the Fibonacci retracement, don't you also draw the bearish retracement? Because this one is the bullish, like if it was going up.
But this is the retracement. If it retraces, it's going to come back down to.
So why do they have the like, for instance, like when I do the bearish one, it starts at 100% and goes down to 0. The bullish one starts at 100% and goes up to 0.
You have to show me
it
that.
Goes both ways.
Yeah, you have to show me. You have to show me that. But I remember on Friday, I took it from 918. I did a call 918, and I got it at 9:52 Friday evening.
Oh, look at this too. Look at this on the with the this is what 10 BQ. Be careful because let me show you something. Go to the weekly. And make it bigger. Okay, so you see where is that 200 MA at? That's at 9.98. Where are we at right now?
9.98.
Yeah, if they
We
open
are
up above that,
1013.
yeah, if they open up above that 200 MA, be careful because they could bust through it.
Yeah,
But it
they're
is a
1012
resistance.
now.
It is a resistance there on top of it. So even the previous highs, if you look at the wick, it continued to close below the 200 MA. So if we open up above the 200 MA on the weekly, just it could definitely very
Yeah, it would be over. I think it will open up above the 200 MA today, right? On the weekly, because the 200 MA is 9.95.
but it'll have to hold it.
Well,
Right.
it's already at the so it's
Right,
already above.
Right, but it's gonna reject. I've been watching this stuff. The stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
This doesn't keep running in one direction.
It's getting rejected, at least for the day.
Yeah, it's gonna reject.
I got 2 days.
It's gonna reject. It's gonna come back down. And when it comes back down, I'm gonna ride it back up. This is a stock, and this is the one that has good delta.
Yeah,
scalping.
Yeah. They move so freaking. It's so volatile. Like I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
They're moving. They're so volatile. Go to the 4 hour.
Ooh.
Coming up on that high. Go to the. I'm looking at the indicators now. Go to the 1 hour. Yeah, they got be careful.
Pointing down. Yeah.
Well, that is like even though it's up, make it bigger. Let me see the big yeah, just make it bigger. That is that on the I'm looking at the slow RSI right now. That's why, because I'm looking at how it's looking on the slow RSI. That's a little bullish, but I don't know. I agree with you. I think it'll at least reject, but I don't know how far it's gonna like.
See how long this I mean, well, this is overnight.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a dope spot though. That's a dope spot. I mean, you're still on principle. You take exactly resistance and you're at a supply zone, you're at a really strong resistance on the higher time frames. Even if it does burst through, you're still strategizing your play. Like, yeah, I like it. Nice.
This is the highest it's been, like this 1044.
Yeah.
We haven't been at 1044 since. Wow.
Look how long. Look at the rejection on those supply zones, guys. It's crazy. He's so freaking accurate.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I was surprised to wake up and see that at that high.
Yeah.
I had a call and I got out. I didn't want to hold it over the weekend.
Did you get up with profit?
I got up with profit, so I got up with
exactly. You're good.
No, that's good. Your risk levels are freaking insane too.
You didn't lose any money.
Right. I didn't want to hold over the weekend, but
it's at 1020 now. It looks like it's flat going.
Yeah, it's going to hit that. I think it's definitely going to test the resistance. It may even test the pre-market.
10.3.
Yeah,
your resistance level right now. So yeah, but you gotta push past 10.3 really to go any further. It's probably, like you said, it's probably going to reject it first before.
I think
look at SPY. SPY's at 458 now.
Watch we have all these moves up, and then as soon as the market opens,
I know. Damn. It is sickening.
You get surprised. No.
Sickening, that's what it is.
Hold on, this was.
Look at Apple. My Apple call should be good to go. Get out as soon as the market opens.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
You see what's going on. Or
can't trust this market.
Yeah, this is a time when even what is Walmart at right now? I cannot see these.
Let me go and see what Walmart is for real. That's our little money maker right there.
Yeah. And let's
see Walmart.
Oh wow! Guess what? I didn't even realize SoFi had earnings this morning.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Londell, for real.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of earnings this
and
week
they
too.
they
And
had
I
an
saw
earnings.
SoFi at the top
They had an
before the
earnings.
bell.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had an earnings surprise beat of 8%.
Oh shit.
Oh wow. So Londell,
Hold on, that changes the game here. Go
Yeah,
on.
you know what that means. Desiree Walmart is at 159.90.
159.90.
So it's going back up. Yeah, Walmart.
Apple's going crazy too. Look at
Yeah,
Apple right
because I can't wait to cash. Oh, but oh no, I'll wait because Apple is supposed to do some big moves.
now. Yeah, I'm looking at Sophie right now too. Yeah, and I kind of seen a little bit of bullish momentum with the indicators too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful with them. Even though they're at its highest, earnings can push it. Push it past that
Yeah.
line.
I put the picture in the chat. The earnings.
Let me see.
Londell, how they say you always keep us in the loop. I
Oh.
watched the earnings last night. They have some interesting earnings this week. A lot. Oh,
Damn. Reported 0.65.
go SoFi.
6 reported. Yeah, surprise. 8.81%. Huh.
Yeah.
That's probably that. Yeah, that's what's pushing them. Damn.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. We got all kinds of good stuff going on today, but be careful.
I know.
You see all this nice movement pre-market, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, because just as suddenly as it can go up, it can come down.
Because remember, at the end of the day, guys, we're still at a lot of resistance levels.
Yeah.
Time frames. We even calculated with the with SPY, we're pretty much double what the last consolidation was, the consolidation period of where we were consolidating prior, which was on like, and we knew this because we were all doing this analyzing from 375 to 417. Remember, we were trading between those boxes because I said, guys, we need to trade in between those boxes. Every time it hit 375, we, I know some of us took positions, got back in at the top, but then it rejected, and it did that for a lot of months. And between that box, between that 375 and that 417, that was about a $43 move. From 417 to now, it's about the same. So you're at the top of the next box. Now, if you break through it, then perfect. We're just going to keep running. It'll just be a nice pullback when it comes, right? The harder it goes, the better the pullback is. But at the same time, we still need to be cautious because we are, and that's even with Apple. I think 194 was the box between Apple and the previous consolidation. So yeah, we're at 198 right now. And we could pass this box and very well take it to 212, but just based on caution and risk levels, you want to just kind of observe right now until you can get good spots. But, trading in between the levels right now is not, it's good. I mean, as long as you're cautious, as long as you stay cautious, that's it. But yeah, Sophie's going.
I would have to wait for a pullback.
Yeah, I think you
to
can
get
get a
in.
pullback at like 1050 at my levels for a pullback at Sophie is 1050.
You have 1050?
1050. Wait a minute. What's the next level? Was that 9 something?
I'm looking at the monthly because this could take off just on hype, but I think around 1050 for me.
And what's the level? What's the support below that? Did it have a support at 9?
9.74.
Okay.
I got about 9.75 right here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's see, 1 hour. Yeah, because this is where we kind of had that big ass breakout candle. See right here.
And I think it had closed below that, a little below that.
I mean, depending on how strong they are, though, they could only pull back to 9.97.
Yeah, that's true too.
But they got some momentum on them this morning.
Oh yeah.
Man.
4 hour. Yeah, even pointing up. Let me look at their weekly. But they're at this 200. If they freaking burst up, see, this here is 9.52. They're up here. That's what I was saying. Like opening up above this 200 MA could indicate right here. 997 opening. Because the thing is, we touched these highs, yes, and we rejected them, but opening up above it is kind of like a different ball game, because closing below, so even though we touched the top part here, but we closed below it. Same thing here, we touched the top here, but we closed below it. If we open with the candle above here, it could burst. It could just be a fake out and reject and go all the way back down. But with earnings, it could possibly just push it up. Yeah, it's kind of, that's the thing about earnings, guys. Earnings it's like a gamble. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that was nice though. That's nice, because principle is you get in at the top, right? You get in at the top, you take it down. So to take calls up here would be very risky. And this is what I'm saying, like, breakout trades, people do it all the time, but you have to also understand, if you try to take a breakout trade, like you try to take it here, you try to take a call, you're taking a call at resistance in hopes that it will break out. But you don't really know. That's why a lot of traders I know don't do the breakout trades. And some I do, but some I know my mentor doesn't do breakouts. He likes to get in at the bottom and take it to the top and just buy out until it breaks. But he always waits till it's at least been consolidating for a while before he even will take the position. But breakouts still happen.
Yep.
Happen. Just a matter of when. All right, guys. Oh, go ahead.
No, saying to me, like, for me, the better thing for me to do is like you say, getting at the bottom and get up, but leave a runner just in case of a breakout.
You could. Yeah, you could just leave a runner. Yeah. You sell 90% of your position and then just keep 10%.
Exactly.
Let it run.
So your trade is risk-free.
Well, and you also already made your money. So
exactly.
Yeah, even if you're gonna let it go and it rejects and you lose money, at least you made profit from trade.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sophie's going right now. Are you looking at
it is. It's 10:38.
10:40.
I don't know, Londell. I'll be watching this.
Yeah, but let me look at FSLR too, because
that's an Apple.
That's actually a one that I kept seeing that it looks like it was a potential to break, and they kept rejecting, and even with them, FSLR.
Oh yes, exactly. Shoot. But for as volatile as it is, I need a clear head to trade. If I'm trading FSLR, it's gonna be just that for the day.
Yeah.
I can't split,
I tell you, this thing is going
sneaky.
This thing is going to reverse at 10:50.
Oh man, Sophie, come on.
This is going to reverse at 10:50.
At 10:50 what?
10:50, 10:49, 10:50.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, they're going. And they're hitting new highs.
It's at 10:41 now. According to Londell, it just about in a bit, it should reverse back down so we could get in to come back up.
Let me see what's their next resistance level. About 11.4. Oh, let me share. All right, so this is the support before, so they're next, and if they can get above this 200 MA, their next resistance level is about 11.4. If they're opening up here, where are they at? About right there, 10:30, 10:20, somewhere around here. So opening up above this 200 MA is more likely they'll keep going, unless it's a fake out, but it could be breaking out of this bullish flag right here. See?
Yeah. They kind of retracing, but are they retracing for us?
But on a day trade though, like it's gonna go back and forth. So even taking it for rejection for like a small little dip, I mean, it's not gonna hurt it. But the fact that it's above this 200 MA, that's all I'm saying, is just be careful, because if it opens up above this 200 MA, it could very well be that it can hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's about it. Nice and
Londell.
yeah, that was good to see that, and And based on principle, like they are at the top.
Yep.
They are at the top, but Catalyst is a big driver too. So
Yeah. She's
Nice.
trying to bust out.
Your charts look good, Londell.
Yeah.
Look at your trainer. Your trainer. Come on.
My charts look all weak. You got all the Fibonacci trade stuff or track little arrows.
I know, right?
Oh, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, come on, Sophie. Leave some for us.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Enjoy your
Okay,
day.
Desiree. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Londell.